You are standing behind a folding table at 8 in the morning and your boba vendor is nowhere in sight. Your phone buzzes and it says stuck in traffic, be there in 20 minutes, and suddenly your whole event feels like it is hanging by a thread. Here's the thing nobody tells you about event vendors. They are basically trying to teleport through a city that hates them. Between construction, school buses, and that one guy who thinks turn signals are optional, getting anywhere on time is basically a miracle. So smart event planners build something called a buffer, which is just a fancy word for extra time you did not think you needed. Think of it like packing an extra pair of socks. You probably will not need them, but if you do, you will be so glad you had them. A good buffer usually means asking vendors to arrive 30 to 60 minutes before they actually need to start setting up. That way, if traffic decides to be traffic, you still have wiggle room before guests start showing up hungry and confused. Here is a wild fact. Most vendor no-shows are not actually no-shows at all, they are just late. Somewhere between a flat tire, a wrong turn, and a coffee run gone wrong, that 15-minute cushion turns into a full-blown crisis. Now, let us talk mechanics for a second because this is where it gets kind of nerdy in a good way. If your event starts at noon, your vendor should probably arrive by 10:30, not 11:55, looking like they just escaped a car chase scene. People assume buffers are about being overly cautious, like some kind of anxious party planner energy. But really, it is just basic math, since traffic delays average anywhere from 10 to 45 minutes depending on the city and time of day. Here's where community knowledge comes in clutch because seasoned vendors usually share their own horror stories in local group chats. One vendor missed an entire wedding reception because of a highway pileup, and now she builds in a full hour buffer for every single booking. Doubt creeps in sometimes though, because what if the buffer is too much and everyone is just standing around waiting? Honestly, a little awkward waiting beats a screaming bride wondering where her cupcake tower disappeared to. Let us bust a myth real quick. Buffers are not about distrust in your vendors. They are about respecting how unpredictable roads really are. Even the most reliable vendor cannot control a delivery truck blocking an intersection like it owns the place. Here is a satisfying twist. Some vendors now use live traffic apps to send real-time updates straight to event planners. It is basically like getting a weather forecast, except instead of rain, you are predicting chaos on the interstate. The lesson here is simple. Preparation beats panic every single time. A buffer is not wasted time, it is insurance against the universe deciding to test your patience on the one day everything needs to go right. Thinking rationally about this stuff actually makes events run smoother and stress levels drop dramatically. Once you build buffers into your planning, traffic stops feeling like a threat and starts feeling like a minor inconvenience you already planned for. At the end of the day, buffers are basically the secret ingredient behind every event that looks effortless but definitely was not. The vendors who plan for delays are usually the ones who never seem rattled because they already knew today might get weird. So next time you are setting up an event and wondering how much extra time to give your vendors, just remember, traffic does not care about your schedule. Want to learn more about how to book reliable event vendors the smart way? Check out our links in the description.